Welcome back to my Let's Play for Pokémon LeafGreen, my mono grass run. And it's time to tangle with our rival yet again. And this is probably going to be a doozy of a match, because I'm pretty underleveled for this. I'm hoping I can set up on Pidgeot using Executor and basically just try to sweep his team with psychic powers. That doesn't give me many good options against Alakazam, but I'm willing to take my chances against the powers of Alakazam there, and hope I can come out on top. Maybe trickier than I like, though. First things first, let's get a Reflect Barrier up so we can try and nerf some damage from these wing attacks. That way we can hopefully have at least 2 chances to sleep it. Then we can start setting up some X speeds. That way, we can speed it and only hopefully take, 1 hit, from now on when we're trying to set up our healing. At least that's what I'm hoping for. And I don't want to use Leech Seed, because, I want to try and stack 5 X specials on my character, and Leech Seed would get in the way of that, so we're going to try and stay away from that for now. After all, if I can stack all the X specials and some X speeds, I should be able to just outspeed all of his Pokemon, then just slaughter them with Psychic. Or at least that's my hope. It's just pulling that off that's probably going to be the hard part. Plus, I'll probably have to keep the Reflect Barrier up, too. So I'm going to have to watch that as well. Since keeping that in play would be a good idea. Because if it wakes up, it doesn't hit with a critical hit, I'll at least, lessen the damage when it does wake up. Which is important. After all, the longer it takes to kill me, the more chances I have to sleep it. Though it's probably going to wake up soon. Yeah, I thought so. I'm surprised he's not going with Whirlwind, because that would have been my go-to move at this point, just to try and phase me out. Because if I was able to completely set up, it's going to be all over for you, basically. Once I'm set up, you're just done for, period. Okay, let's start laying down the X specials, though. Ah, great. That sleep didn't last very long at all. That sucks. But that's the nature of sleep, Sometimes it lasts 5 turns, sometimes it lasts 2 turns, It's not very predictable. Which is an irritant, no doubt. But, it's good at what it does, at least. Let's try and get Reflect Barrier back up again. And hopefully it lasts, and its sleep stay a bit longer this time. Okay. Suppose I could technically throw a Leech Seed out at this point for the most part. And use that for some recovery. But, I'm crazy enough to just try and focus on the X specials here. I figure 4 or 5 of those. And I should be able to hopefully just sweep through the team using Psychic. At least that's the plan. Ah, not gonna push me out of the battlefield, huh? Interesting. I figured you would have. And then it missed, eh? Well then. I'm guessing it's gonna go with either Wing Attack again, or it's gonna go with Quick Attack. After all, if it gets attack off first, it could potentially bypass my sleeping technique. So there is a tactical advantage, to going straight for the Quick Attack at that point. Yeah, called it. He's one of the few people that probably actually keep that move in play on a level 47 Pidgeot, to be honest. Because I'd probably ditch it by that point for Aerial Ace or something, Let's see. Hope it doesn't wake up, then critical hit me for the win. Nope, still asleep, so we should now be able to hopefully successfully just sweep with Executor, like a landslide, just boom, psychic powers to the face and tear him apart. Sort of like when I set up Gyarados in the water run, was using Dragon Dance. I'm hoping, I got the power and speed at this point to just be like, goodbye, Charizard. My 5X specials will destroy you. It's all thanks to the steroids. They're very useful. I won't lie. Execute, eh? Well, to be fair, it can't do that much damage to me, at least. Though it will resist this somewhat. But can't resist it enough. And the answer is no. Okay. He'll probably go with Solar Beam, though. Unfortunately, I don't have any grass attacks. It's a shame, I'll admit. They'd be nice to have somewhat. I'm just still waiting for Alakazam to hit the field. Because I figure, that'll be a battle of Psychic versus Psychic. Albeit not a very fair one. Thanks to the drugs, Well, I guess we'll see what Gyarados has got. Well, I can lower my physical attack stat, at least. No Hyper Beams for me. But I'm not worried about Hyper Beam. I still have to consider if I want to put Earthquake on Venusaur and then give Hyper Beam over to Stomper. So that'd mean dropping Reflect Barrier, which has its uses. It may be useful for setting up against my rival in the final battle against him again. So I may be saving that. Hoping that, his Pidgeot will continue to try and knock me out instead of phase me. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. It didn't need to be, as long as it was powerful enough to knock him out. And at least Stomper could resist a counter Psychic attack on the grounds, it's Psychic as well. I suppose I do. After all, it took me almost 7 minutes to beat you. I had to rely on drugs to pull it off. But, next time, we're going to be making our way to the Indigo Plateau. Until then, see ya.